And then this time we are at Evansy. This is our location, and we're gonna talk about my brother. He has launched his book called Economics All the Way. So I'm gonna ask very precise question about like how he got inspired to write this book and everything. So it's gonna be a very good podcast. So I'm gonna welcome Vikram on my podcast. So Vikram, Habibi, how are you, my brother?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Man, thank you so much for coming. And yeah, first of all, I want to know that, as I've already mentioned in the beginning, that the book that you have launched that is called Economics All the Way. So I just want a brief introduction to what is it all about, and then I'm gonna ask like the follow up questions from you, bro.
Perfect. So actually, this book is about a traveler who's traveling to a different places, but while traveling, he realized that he can explain like very complicated topics from economics, of course, in a very simpler way. If we put into the day to day life example, for example, like I am going out of the house, so I can explain that in an economics way. So it will be very easy for someone from a non-economics background to understand economics. So that was one of the reason I that was the idea behind this book.
And I would recommend, in my personal opinion, because I've read half of the book, so it is
Thank you.
in a very, I would say, very easy to read, easy to understand. Because if you talk about the other authors, like they're using very, I would say, complicated words and difficult words to understand. So it is like for anyone, if anyone who doesn't have a background of economics, he can also understand everything so easy because he connects his books with the real life scenarios. While traveling, what he observed, while eating with people, while hanging out with people, what he observes. So that's how he connect, and that's why it's very easy to understand. So I'm going to ask you my first question, brother.
Please.
So my first question to you:
Mhm.
what inspired you to combine travel with economics in Economics All the Way?
Okay, so actually, I was planning to travel to some Indian places because as India is huge country, so I invited a lot of friends, like from my office, from my university, to join me, and I was hoping that somebody will join me so we can travel together. But at the last moment, everyone was busy with their university work and office work, so nobody could join me. So I thought if I go alone, I might get bored. So I carried an economics book with me, and I was reading that book, and while and I finished that book like in a few hours, and after that I thought, what shall I do? And then I realized that, okay, before, instead of getting bored, let me just be a little productive. So what I did is I started writing my experience like in a freehand, and then I thought I should convert this information into economics. So from there I decide that once I'm back from my journey, I will note down my whole story, and then I will add economics topics to the whole journey.
Okay, that's great, man. See, and first of all, you guys need to appreciate my brother. At this age, at this young age, and he decided to write a book. Just to make everybody to understand so easy. Like if somebody reads, so he can understand the economics in a very simpler way. Because what I have also studied, it was very difficult for me because I had to take some extra classes like tuitions, we call it in our country. To make everything blend in. But thanks to this guy, he published also this book, and you can also find this book on Amazon. You can also buy, and it's on a very available, like very affordable price. So yeah, just go and check the book. And yeah, so my second question. All right. So my second follow-up question is: you travel solo across multiple Indian states.
Mhm.
What did that experience teach you that textbook never could?
Okay. So so first of all, textbook never gives you examples. So when you try to understand some culture or some uh, let's suppose economics, you started getting bored after a certain period of time, because obviously you cannot focus more than 30 or 40 minutes like the psychology says. But when you travel, there is no such thing. And when you travel, you meet the real people, you visit the real places, and teach you. So textbook doesn't teach about people. Okay, textbook cannot give you like a you cannot rely on a generalized definition of any state or any country or any culture or any people. When I was traveling, visited four places, and I met some great people as well as some terrible. Sorry to say this, but some terrible people. So one thing I understood, which I didn't learn from textbook, that you will find good as well as bad people everywhere. And then um, few things, for example, textbook teaches you that okay, this particular place has crime rate, higher crime rate or lower crime rate, but when you visit that place and when you see those people, I think that perception changes, and my perception has definitely changed after after traveling to Uttar Pradesh, because Uttar Pradesh had a very negative impression in textbook as well as in the news. But when I visit that place, I found one of the loveliest people, and one of my friend, he was my host. So I stayed there. I stayed at his house for like for 4 days, and in 4 days I traveled to Unnao, Kanpur, Lucknow, and on the fourth day I was in Varanasi. So I have traveled to one of the most four major cities of Uttar Pradesh, and my perception has changed completely for Uttar Pradesh, especially.
Okay, so he explained so beautifully like how he connect his journey to economics, to make people understand like how economics actually works in real life. So my last question:
Mhm.
was there a specific moment during your journey when you thought this is economics in real life?
When I was thinking whether I should travel from Maharashtra to Delhi by train or by flight or by a bus. Due to my health issues, I could not travel in bus then. Flight, yes, I could have taken a flight. That would have saved a lot of time, but I didn't take flight because of mainly of two reasons. First, flight was a bit expensive for me, and the airport is in India. Mostly the airports are on the outskirts of the city and not in the center of the city. So that means even if I get down at Delhi, I still have to travel a lot to reach the center of the city, costing me money. But train, it was cheaper, it was enjoyable, it was comfortable, because in Indian sleeper train you can sleep, you get blankets, you get food whenever you are hungry, and you meet a lot of people. So that was the kind of mode of transportation I was looking for. So that was, I think, in economics, something like this is called indifference curve, where there are three stages. One stages is that when person wants something but he cannot afford it. For example, if I want to go to I want to go on a first class flight, but it's not that pocket friendly for me, okay, because I'm a student, and I can travel in a very very damaged bus, but I won't travel because I can afford it, but I don't want to travel it because it's inferior for me. So, but something which is which fits perfect to my budget. So for example, let's say I have 100 euros, for example, and I can afford like a two-way ticket by a super fast train. So I think I will go with that. So that was the first moment I realized that economics is available, like is present in our daily life.
In daily life.
Yep.
So yeah, and what can I say? I have read half of the book. It was very. If I had this book like when I was in my college days, so I would have like very easy time to pass my courses, and make my students understand like how economics actually works. So thank you so much for being on my podcast,
Thank you
and
so
I'm
much for
very
having
happy.
me.
I'm very proud of my brother. That he launched a book. So that's what we all have to do. We have to do something productive, so that people will remember us. So here you can find his book on Amazon. I will provide the link in the description box. You can go there and you can buy, and you have to tell me that how did you find this book. So thank you so much, brother, and
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
again that you have done something that we were not expecting. And
I also want to just add just one more thing, if I may. I have recently, what I did is I just took help from some translation apps, and I translated this book into German, French, and Japanese, and I have I have also submitted to the Amazon Japan, Amazon France, and Amazon Germany, and the English version is also available on Amazon. So we have four languages available at the moment.
so yeah, like so anybody can has access, so all the languages. And we are also trying he's also trying to convert this book in as many languages as he can. But at the moment these are the most spoken languages, so that's what's his first target, so you should appreciate this, and I hope you guys will go and buy this book and all the details. And if you have any question, please write down in the comments box below, and we will definitely answer you guys. And if there would be many questions, so we're gonna make another video just to answer all of your questions. So, and thank you so much for being with us. And you have already seen that we are at a very beautiful place in Austria that is called Ebensee, and the summer has already started. We're gonna have like so many water sports over here. You can enjoy
Check
the
out.
time over here. And yeah, this is why we just decided to shoot this podcast over here. So stay tuned till then. Goodbye. Papa. Woo!